Hello, accelerated geometry students. Today I'm going to walk you through some of the first steps of using GeoGebra. So when you start your first activity, you'll have a little bit of an idea about how to use the program. When you first go into GeoGebra, when you pick a create your own, let's go ahead and pick geometry, the top row, the middle. The symbol up here in the upper right hand is the first thing you're going to want to do when you get into GeoGebra, and you are going to want to either pick axes or coordinate grid, or a combination of both. If you change your mind and don't want one or the other, you can click on it again and it will disappear. The next thing we're going to look at is the toolbar up here, and we're going to briefly talk about what some of these things do. If you click on the arrow, that just means that you are on a certain point, and we will get to that in a little bit. The next one is where you're going to go to, and I'm just going to point out the ones that we're going to use today, which would be point and intersect and midpoint. The second one has lines, segments, rays. Third one, we have perpendicular parallel lines. We have bisectors, which we'll be doing later. The fourth one, we have polygons. Then we have circles, several different circles depending on how you would like to construct those. We have ellipses. We have some angles. We have distance, length, area. We have slope. We have reflections. We have some text that we can do, which we're not going to get into today, along with sliders. One thing when you start with the point, which is usually the first thing that you're going to do with any activity, when you click on point, down below it'll give you some directions, which are pretty nice reminders as you're first learning the program. But when you're on point, if you go over here, you can also pick the size of the point or the different type of point you would like, the color, and most importantly, right now the name of the point, meaning if we want them in alphabetical order or any sort of letter, they're hidden. But I'm going to go ahead and hit name. The one below would also give the ordered pair, but we're just going to pick name for today. So when I start putting my first point down, they will automatically give a letter name. So let's say we have picked some points, and now we want to go ahead and put some line segments. So that would be the second one. And again, down at the bottom, it'll give you some directions. We're going to go ahead and make segment AB, and we're going to make BD, and we're going to make DE, and we're going to make AC, and we are going to make CE. So we have this kind of unique looking thing. Let's go ahead and practice. We could also make a line. Let's make line AE. You can see how it continues. If we would like to, let's create a circle, how about, that has a center C and maybe attaches to D. We could make another circle through, how about, point E. We also could go over to underneath the first one and find the intersection, let's say, of how about segment AC and this circle, and it will give us a new point. We could also, for example, find the midpoint of segment EC, and that would be the midpoint. And again, every time you find a new thing, it will automatically letter that for you. So those are just some of the basic things that you are going to need to know to use GeoGebra today. We will address some more things in some videos to come. Thank you.